Hey Ladybugs, I thought I'd do another video today because I was going to dress a couple toddlers and I thought you guys would enjoy that. So we're going to dress Shannon and Nala. And Shannon is the Bonnie by Linda Murray and Nala is the Rhea by Ping Lao. So I thought we'd dress these girls today. So how's everybody's day going? Good, I hope. I hope everybody's day is going really good because I know I'm having a pretty decent day. I mean, it's like I said in my other video, it's been a little stressful this weekend, but nothing God can't sort out, you know. Aside from that, it's been a good few weeks. I spent a couple weeks having a lot of back pain, and not really being able to do a whole lot because like it was really bad back pain. But I rested it for like a week, and a couple days ago I woke up and I didn't have to cry getting out of bed. So it was nice that it was all that it healed, that with rest and stuff it healed. So that made me pretty happy. And yeah, so that's really all that's going on. This is Shannon. She is the Bonnie by Linda Murray. She is 28 inches tall. She's considered a toddler. I just adore her. She's got beautiful hair. So it's kind of interesting how I got Shannon. I actually saw her on eBay and I really fell in love with her. And I wanted her, but I didn't have the money to buy her. So I messaged the lady on eBay and we connected, asked her if we could connect on Facebook. And so she did. She messaged me on Facebook and I told her that I really liked her Bonnie, but I couldn't afford her. And is there any way she would consider a trade? And because I've done hundreds of trades and I admin many groups in the reborn community, I have really good references and almost everybody in the community knows who I am. So I get really good references. And so she wasn't afraid to trade with me. And she said, yeah, if you have something I like, I'll trade. So I showed her a couple babies and then she found one that she really liked. And so we decided we were going to trade, which was really exciting for me because I didn't have the money to buy Shannon, but I really just fell in love with her and wanted her. So it was cool that we were able to come up with a trade, and because usually that's not an option on eBay. So I was super stoked that I was able to do that and work something out with her so that I could get Shannon, because I just fell in love with her the first time I saw her. I thought she was so cute and I wanted her. And I'm going to use this little hair doohickey that pulls the hair through. Yeah, we're going to do that today. So anyway, I was really surprised that she agreed to trade, but she got a baby that she really liked. I forget which one. I think it was my Tobiah. And then I got Shannon, and I just have loved her since I got her. And that was about 2.5 maybe years ago. So yeah, I thought that was pretty cool. It's not common that you can get people who are selling on eBay to agree to trade. So, I thought that was pretty cool. And I don't have any regrets. Yes, I had a beautiful Tobiah, but I just love Shannon. She's so sweet, and I just fell in love with her. So I was really glad that I was able to get her. So we're going to put this through here. I'm going to try to do a couple of these little flip back ponytails on the top of her head here. I think that would be cute. So let me just pull this through. There we go. Oh, that's so cute. So do you guys have any babies, like toddlers with long hair? See, this is what it does. It makes this little flip back because you pull it through. And I'm going to do that. I'm going to do like 4 of them on the top of her head. And yeah, then I'm going to bring them all together in one ponytail, I think, at the back. And I'm going to connect them that way. When you guys have, for the longest time I had toddlers, but my toddlers all had either short hair or they had painted hair. So I didn't for the longest time have babies with long hair. But I actually, now most of my toddlers over time have long hair, and I just love it. I love doing their hair. I love taking the time to make it pretty. Yeah, it's super, super fun. Makes it fun. So, um, yeah, so you guys, what's your favorite size baby? When I first got into reborns, I thought that I was gonna like newborns because I just thought little babies were the way to go. And so I really thought I was going to be into newborns. But as I got into the community, what I realized is that I'm actually not a newborn person. In fact, I really have a difficult time bonding with smaller babies. And I for the longest time I did a lot of trades involving tiny babies, and it took me several tries, like probably a lot, like probably, I don't know, 30 or 40 trades to realize that I just have such a hard time bonding with small babies. I can't do preemies at all. Preemies just don't feel real to me. I know there are babies that are that size, and I'm not saying that that there aren't babies that are that small, but for me personally, I just don't, it doesn't feel, there's not enough weight. I guess I really like the heaviness of the toddlers. And so then I had given up on preemies for a while and had tried newborns. And I was trading for a bunch of newborns, and I just again couldn't bond. I just wasn't feeling anything for them, and it was really kind of depressing me. I actually thought maybe I can't bond with babies, but I had bonded with my first reborn, who was the Jessie by Donna Rupert. And so I was like, well, maybe I like bigger babies. So then I went for the Saskias, which is 22 and a half inches long. Most newborns are between like 19 and 20. They can even be 18, and then the preemies are 18 and under. So I thought, well, let me try the 20, 22, 23-inch babies. And that's where I found my niche. My favorite size baby is 23 inches and up. And over the last couple of years, I had a friend who has downsized her collection a lot, and she had a lot of toddlers. And she and I became really good friends. And she, was having a lot of trouble, as we all do sometimes, with people saying they'll make payments and then not paying. And so she knows that if I say I'll make payments, I will pay her. And because I can't afford a baby outright. And so she has been instrumental in building my toddler collection. Most of the toddlers I have, not all, but most of them have come from her. So, and wasn't this baby's old mommy. It was, this one was the one I found on eBay, and that's not the same lady. But one of my friends has just been so amazing and instrumental in um, I'm trying to decide if I want to put this up in a second ponytail, but I don't think so. I kind of like it the way it is. Has been so instrumental in getting my toddler collection big. And one of my goals actually was to get all the Ping Lao toddlers. And while I don't have them all, I do have a lot of them. And I've really built up my Ping Lao toddler collection. So that's really made me happy. Because, I kind of go through goals. Like first it was to collect a bunch of Saskias, which I did. I now have 11 Saskias. And then for my toddlers, it was the next goal was to collect the Ping Lao toddlers. And like I said, well, I don't have them all. I still want to get a Devi, and there's a couple others, but I can't think. Oh, the Kaya, the one tooth wonder, that's what they call her. I really want to get her. So there are a few I want to get, but I've really, with her help, I've obtained almost all of the Ping Lao toddlers, and I love it so much. So here's her hair. Look at that. I don't know if you can see it, but I flipped it backwards. I flipped it under itself, and then I brought the four that I flipped under themselves together, and I put them in a ponytail. And I think what I'm actually going to do is take the, hold on, where did my little thingy go? Take the ponytail that I made out of those four and flip it under itself too. I just had that thing. There it is. So that it does another flip under. I think that'll be cute. So anyway, so yeah, so I've really, with the help of my friend, have been able to get my toddler collection really amazingly built. And I have quite a lot of toddlers now. I think I have probably 30 or 40 of them. Just love my toddlers, and I love their long hair. I have so much fun just playing with them and dressing them. And You know, it's a different, each age range of baby is a different way that you interact with them. Like the preemies, you really can't do much with them because, you know, they're preemies. And in real life, preemies don't do a whole lot but eat and sleep. So, and then as you get into the bigger babies and then into the toddlers, you know, it's a whole different way of playing. But there's something about holding the toddlers that makes it feel really like, I don't know, calming or satisfying for me. And I just love, 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 love my toddlers. I can't tell you enough how much I love my toddlers. I just am in love with them. They are awesome. So the toddlers are definitely my thing, but I really don't have a lot of babies that are under 22 inches, 22 and a half. So that's how big Saskia is. So here's her flip backs. I did 4 in the front and then 1 right here. Whoops, I kind of messed that up. Oh, I'm going to take this ponytail out. That's not working for me. So I love the babies that have the oh, I have to fix this. Is the one I have to fix. I love the babies that have the long hair, and I can play with their hair and I can do their hair, and it's just awesome. I love it. It's so awesome. So yeah, I absolutely love my toddlers. And Ping Lao makes all of her babies are beautiful. I mean, there aren't really any babies that I would say I don't like, but her toddlers are something fierce. I mean, she is amazing at sculpting expressive babies, you know, like she just has it going on. She is amazing with sculpting the expressive babies and giving them expressions. Like, hold on a second, let me just finish her hair and then I'll show you Morgan. Morgan is one of my favorites. She is the Millicent by Ping Lao, and she just has the greatest expression. It is awesome. And Ping Lao just has a real gift. She's very talented. I don't know how to sculpt, and that's just the way it is, but Ping Lao is amazing. I'm going to dress Shannon when I come back, but I want to show you Millicent's expression first, so let me put her down for a second. Shannon, can you sit right there for me, babe? Let me grab Millicent, and I'll show you her expression, because she is so cute. And she did the Rhea, which is Nala. We're going to dress her next. So you guys will get to see the Nala, or the Rhea, I mean. But I wanted to show you Millicent because she is just such a cutie. The expression on her little face is just adorable. So this is Morgan, and she is the Millicent by Ping Lao. Look at that little lip. Isn't she adorable? She is so cute. Just makes, every time I see her, it just makes me smile. I'm like, you're up to something, kiddo. Look at that little face. And we'll dress her, well, we have her here. But I really enjoy the toddlers with the hair. Like, her hair is pretty short compared to some of my toddlers. Most of my toddlers are the size of Shannon and have the hair length like Shannon. So most of my toddlers have a lot longer hair than Millicent does. But I think that this hairstyle on her is just impishly cute. It is just so stinking cute on her. I don't think I would want her with the really long hair. I think her little short bob cut is just perfect for her personality. And her name is Morgan. Even though she's the Millicent sculpt, her name is Morgan. So, but this is Morgan. And Ping Lao just does amazing on the expressive babies and the smiling babies and the happy babies and even the frustrated babies. Like, she just does such amazing sculpting. I wish I could even come close to her talent, but I am not a sculptor. My art is like card making and things like that. When it comes to drawing or painting or sculpting, that is not me. Trust me, I've tried. I would love to be able to do it, but it's just not a skill set that I have. I always thought about maybe taking classes for sculpting, because I think that would be so fun, but I just don't think I have what it takes. So, you know, especially since after my stroke in 2018, I have a lot of paralysis on my left side. So I would really only have the one hand that could do any kind of real sculpting work. And I just don't think that's, you know, conducive with sculpting to have one hand be able to do it. So yeah, that's one of the reasons I can't do it. You know, unfortunately, when you have a massive stroke, even though you can regain some of your abilities, there's not always, but usually going to be some sort of residual damage that's permanent. And that's the way it is with my left side. So, there are just certain things I can't do. Like, I always really wanted to be an actress. I love acting. I love drama. I love plays. I did them all the time when I was a kid. And unfortunately, there are no disabled actors or actresses. I mean, there are actors or actresses with Down syndrome, but there's none that are like physically disabled, like in a wheelchair or walker or something. And I mainly use a walker to get around. So I just don't see that that could be an acting career, which kind of bummed me out when I had the stroke. I was like, okay, well, there goes my dream. But it just had to change. It didn't go away. It just had to change to something different. So here's Morgan. I'm going to put her hair up. Look how cute she is with that little lip. I love that. I really want to get the Devi kit. That's another one I want to get. I have the Tegan and the Mila that I'm actually sending out to get painted at the end of the month. A friend of mine is going to paint them, and she does a beautiful job. So I'm really excited about that. And then I want to get Devi. I need to find a Devi because I really want to get that kit before it's completely gone. When Maggie came out by Natalie Blick, I wanted to get a couple kits of it, and I didn't act fast enough, and I missed out, and I didn't get any Maggies, and I've regretted it ever since. So I really want to take the time and get the Devi, but I don't know. I guess we'll have to wait and see if we have the funds to do that. I want to grow my YouTube channel because I want to be able to monetize it. So that, because I mean, I've already gifted I've been in the community since February of 2018. And since then I've gifted 77 babies to different people. And when I say gifted, I mean, they've paid nothing. They didn't pay the cost of the kit. They didn't pay for painting it. They didn't pay for the box opening. They didn't pay shipping. I literally did everything. And I love doing it. I thought it was really cool. But I don't have the funds to keep doing that unless I start making some money on the side. So that's why I thought doing a YouTube channel would be a great idea, because people could enjoy my babies with me. And then I could also make money to start regifting again. In fact, I had started a a Facebook group called Babies from the Heart. And we actually, through that group, I had donated several babies, like 20 or 25 or something like that. So I'd love to get that group going again and be able to gift babies to people who can't afford them, but need them for emotional reasons or for whatever, grieving reasons, whatever their reasons are. We all know that there are multiple reasons people have reborns. So I would love to, so if you can subscribe, comment, and share my channel, I would love to be able to start gifting babies to people again. I think that would be just awesome. I always felt the best when I did that. And I think people really appreciated it. So there's Morgan. So yeah, please comment, like, and share, because it doesn't just help me. I really want to start helping other people again. I think that I was happiest when I was able to gift babies, but I just don't have the money now without making some money on the side to be able to gift people babies and be able to, and be able to afford the shipping and the box openings and everything. So I would really like to do that. So if you guys can help by liking, subscribing, and sharing, you'd certainly be helping me get back into helping people get babies that they can't afford, because these reborns, let's be honest, are not cheap. They're very expensive. So if I can make a go of this, and I just started, so of course I don't expect it to take off overnight. But remember that even if you're not someone who's having a hardship, I'm going to start gifting babies on this channel as soon as it's monetized. So you guys could absolutely win a free baby. And I mean, that would be awesome. So please like, subscribe, comment, and share. That's all it takes. And, you know, who knows, you might a year from now when it really takes off, or 6 months from now, you guys might be the one to win the first baby. Because I know the first baby is going to go to one of my original subscribers. So definitely help me make this a dream again. Because like I said, I had gifted these babies without any side money. I did it all with my own money. And now, due to unforeseen circumstances, I no longer have that income. And I'll explain that in another video. But I would love to get back into gifting babies. I was so happy when I was gifting babies. It just made other people happy. It made me happy. And like I said, total, I've gifted 77 now. So I even gifted a set of twins to Alaska. And that was really, really hard. The shipping alone was like $180 to go to Alaska. It was crazy how much it costs. And that didn't include the twins that I shipped. And I shipped her a huge box opening. It was really sad because like 2 weeks later, she tried to sell them and make money on them, even though everybody I gifted a baby to promised that if they didn't bond with it or they didn't want it, they would send it back to me so that I could gift it to somebody else. So I was really hurt by that. But all in all, my baby gifting has been a positive experience, and I would love to help out people who can't afford to have a reborn on their own, because you and I both know, guys, these are expensive babies. These babies run hundreds, if not $1,000 or more dollars. So if we can get this YouTube channel up and running, that would be awesome. We could totally start, I could totally start gifting babies again. And who knows, like I said, you might get the first baby. You know, I'm going to start buying babies because I really love my collection. I don't want to have to give up my babies, but I'm going to start buying babies from artists who are just starting out so that I can help them get established. And then I will gift those babies that I buy from them to somebody who needs it. And it might be somebody who doesn't have a reborn. It might be somebody who has several reborns and just needs it for a specific reason. So I would love to start doing that again. So you guys can help me out by liking, sharing, and subscribing and commenting, because then we can make a go of this and I can start gifting babies again. Because I was really happy when I was able to do that. When I had the money to just pick somebody out of a hat. And some of the people on Facebook can tell you about the babies they were gifted. There's a lot of them that were gifted babies. So yeah, that's going to be so fun. I would love to start gifting again. I was really happy when I was gifting. Sometimes people used and abused the privilege, and I totally, expected some of them to do it. But most people were really appreciative, and it brought them a lot of joy. Like one woman, I gifted a baby when her husband died. Another woman, I gifted a baby to her disabled daughter. Another one, I gifted a baby to a friend and her sister who was disabled. So they both got babies from me. Another lady, there was 2 ladies that got twins from me. And one of the ladies that got the twins got a box opening that took her 45 minutes to go through. Like, it was huge. She didn't have anything for her reborns. So I sent her everything from diapers to clothes to snowsuits to dresses. Like, I sent her everything. And I would really love to start doing that again. I would really love to start helping people who can't afford these babies to own one. That would be like, that would be my biggest dream. I had so much fun when I was gifting. I had people post videos of it so I could see their reaction, and it was so awesome. It really was amazing. Like, if you haven't gifted a baby, I know it takes a lot of money to give something so expensive away for free, but it was truly worth it. It just warmed my heart. And I had a blast doing it. It was really, really touching. Some people cried, and it just made my heart swell, knowing that I could give them the joy of this hobby and they couldn't afford it. So it was something that I could help them with. That was just amazing. So 77, but I'm hoping when this YouTube channel gets a little more going, I'm going to be able to top 100 give free babies. Yeah, that's my goal. I really want to like make it work, You'd have to see their faces and their reactions to see why it's so touching. It just is really, really touching when you can give someone something so precious. And yes, they're valuable financially and monetarily, but they're even more valuable emotionally. So you're giving someone the gift of healing and the gift of therapy. And I don't think there is a greater gift than that. I know I have felt amazing with every single baby I gifted, even if they took advantage, even if they sold it afterward. Yes, it hurt, but the initial feeling of seeing their faces when they saw the babies were amazing. And I would love to help some reborn artists who are just starting out and struggling to get started. I would love to help them by buying babies from them and then gifting those babies. That would be amazing, because then I'd be helping 2 people. I'd be helping the person who needs the baby, but I'd also be helping some new artists get established. And I think that would be awesome. I'd love to give some people a chance like that, because I hope that this is going to take off and I'm going to get a lot of subscribers. And then people who get free babies, I'll post the videos on the YouTube channel. And so that'll give free advertisement to the artists as well, you know? So that would be awesome. That would be a win-win for everybody. And then I would feel really good too. I love Nala's curly hair. So here's little Nala. Isn't she cute? So yeah, don't forget to share, subscribe, and comment and like the video so that we can get this going, because who knows, you might win the first baby, and I guarantee you they're going to be amazing. They're going to be so sweet, and you guys will just love them. The first baby I gift is going to go to one of my first 50 subscribers. So if you are one of the first 50 to subscribe, you will automatically be in the drawing. One of you, one of the first 50 will win the free baby. So it won't go to someone who needs it the first time. It'll go to one of you guys. And then the second time I'll probably do a gift, a baby from the heart. So this is Nala. She's the Rhea by Ping Lao. I'm so excited. I already have, like, I know it's not a lot, but 20 subscribers to me in just a couple weeks is really awesome. So I'm really excited. So share this on your Facebook, please. Just hit the share underneath and it'll bring up a bunch of selections. You just hit Facebook and then it'll bring up your page and you just hit post. That's it. That's all it takes. It's real easy. You can also share it to your Instagram, to your TikTok. Like, comment, subscribe, comment a baby face or a boy heart or a pink heart or a blue heart if you want to win a boy or a girl, because I'll be taking that into consideration. So comment a blue or a pink heart. And then tell me also your dream kit. Like if you could have any kit in the world and money was no object, what kit would you want? Because if I pick the winner and I see what kit you want, I'm going to try to get that kit. So yeah, definitely. Let's make this a thing. Let's keep gifting babies and watching people's dreams come true, because, you know, these babies are hundreds of dollars, even over $1,000. And so it's really, and then when I get really big and I start monetizing, I am going to purchase a full body silicone and gift it to one of my subscribers, and it'll be one of my original subscribers. So, because that's another thing people can't afford. And I really want to help people's dreams come true. That's one of the things I want to do with any money I make off YouTube. I really want to help people get their dream kits or get that dream baby that they can't afford on their own, because I think that would be a great use of my money. These dolls are so positive and they bring so much joy and so much love into our lives that I would love to be able to give more and more of that. And everybody who gets one is gifted truly a gift from the heart. It is literally love. You can it's not something virtual, you know, you can feel this, you can hug it, and you can feel the love that I'm sending through it. So help me in that quest to gift more babies. Like I said, I'm at 77. I want to get to 100. And definitely want to make enough money to be able to gift a couple at least of full body silicones, because I know that's a dream that a lot of people have and it is completely out of their reach. So I would love to be able to do that. Anyway, I'm going to let you guys go for the night because it's getting pretty late here. I think it's almost 11. Anyway, whatever time it is. Thank you for watching me do Shannon's hair and dress Morgan and now Nala. That was so much fun. And yeah, don't forget to like, subscribe, share, and comment, those 4 things. And know that if you do, you are helping me fulfill my dream of reaching 100 gifted babies. And then my next dream will be 1,000. So let's spread reborns around the world. Have a great night, guys. Love you later, but bye, ladybugs.